The following segment is sponsored by Smith Injury Law and 300hurt.com.
Our friend, attorney Richard Smith, is so focused on defensive driving because of the number of cases he's handled involving death. And those cases, as you can imagine, require extra compassion and attention to detail. Richard Smith joining us this morning. Hi.
Good morning, Margaret.
In cases involving death, you say it's very important to work with an attorney who has experience identifying all available insurance coverages, right?
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. Some people think, well, it's a terrible situation, but the insurance company would just pay their policy limits and that's the end of the inquiry. But oftentimes it's not the case, that they often don't know what the coverages are that actually are available. And I have uncovered other coverages before and other claims of the defendants, things that you were not aware of, and that makes a big difference.
Every detail matters. And you said you also help with probate. Tell us what that entails.
Yes, also, anytime you have a death claim, it's required to be court approved, and there's a wrongful death action along with a survivorship action, and that requires an attorney, usually anyway. So that's one reason we can definitely help you with that. We also do probate work, and we don't charge our clients extra for that. And we've had a lot of cases where the defendants were killed also, and that can also change the case as well. So it's very serious and very sad, and I've had quite a few of them, have quite a few current death cases also. So just makes you even more concerned about the defensive driving issue we talked about, trying to be safe on the roads, because it is very, very sad to have to talk to loved ones about their loved one being killed in an accident that could have been prevented with some safe driving by the defendant.
Well, I thought it was interesting because you know exactly what to look for. You were able to find an additional $1 million in coverage on a death case. Tell us about that.
That's correct. That was a case that I handled a few years ago where we located coverage on another defendant that was unaware of the case by the insurance company. So without our involvement, the insurance company would have never even thought to look for this coverage. So our client received an additional $1 million because of the fact that we located this additional coverage. And that's the kind of thing, that's an extreme example. It doesn't always happen that way, obviously. But we have found, other coverages often that were missed initially. There's sometimes different defendants. Sometimes you have cases like the vehicle, the person should not have been killed in the accident because the vehicle did not meet the crashworthiness standard. It's another type of case that there is. So there's all kinds of different claims out there that can be missed if you just try to handle the case on your own.
Well, the idea is experience really especially matters in these cases. Talk to us about Smith Injury Law and the types of cases you handle.
We handle unbilled accidents, workers' compensation cases, Social Security disability claims. We also are willing to jump right on a serious accident or death case, and we send our experts out to go examine the accident scene to make sure that there's no actual defense for the defendants to claim that our client was at fault in the accident. It makes a huge difference. If you don't jump on these things right away, the evidence is lost. That's one of the reasons why I wrote the book about the 10 vital mistakes that you need to avoid making, and one of those is the loss of evidence, and that's a major issue. It comes to a serious claim like a death case. Yep. We have a recent case now. We sent our expert out there within a day or two of the phone call from the client to go to the scene, take measurements, check out the vehicles, make sure there was no legitimate defense that can be raised by the other side.
Well, quick reaction is everything, and the resources you put forth have been a big help for your clients. They can even request that book from you. The number on screen right now, people can get in touch with Smith Injury Law by calling 300hurt or visit 300hurt.com. Richard Smith, Smith Injury Law, thanks so much for being here today.
Thank you, Margaret.